take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if you getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it, love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career's no balling.
What time you get off though?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in
Be at work till tomorrow.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First plays a run to Nwangwu. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Can he hit it?
One unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead. Now the ball comes loose.
Got it.
Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Yeah, I just hit that nigga hard as hell, too.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Oh, shit.
Quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 27. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Bernard shows the agility, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady.
That's
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference
is
so difficult.
What time you get off, Black?
Slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there to see.
What that nigga say?
No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's the 3 I want to beat anyway.
Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs, you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
It goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Cardinals at 9-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this way.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
I was just mad V was busting his ass.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
He came on and scored 2 points and started talking crazy.
2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Prater's kick is good.
It wasn't 14-2 that game. It was like 8-2 that game, though.
So they are able to win that drive with 3 points in this one possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joe Charles, I don't know what that nigga saying.
As we grind toward the end of the season,
be talking shit, I can't even hear him.
Had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it here.
I just put my phone on charge.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I tell you, you play against this dude, you gonna start an argument tonight.
Brady.
Oh!
Football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Who ain't scoring?
2 words that we hear coaches say all the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he loses the football the second time.
Yeah, they got the fumbles turned up in this game.
Take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the
You're not better than me in
I'm
nothing.
curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes.
Real life, video game.
Can seize firm control of this game. Something they haven't done with the
Any sport you can name, you can't beat me in it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got
Board games, whatever he want to do. Nope. Nigga want to play Monopoly, I'll beat his ass in that. Yeah, these fumbles is crazy.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady looking deep for Julio.
Jump, Julio. Fuck.
He rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Oh yeah, I picked that up.
It's complete to Rondale Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Murray going to throw.
Could have been worse.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Rackingtons.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid
That's why I don't up
scared,
no more,
you
man.
know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to
Break up lifelong
make him feel
friendships.
good about himself and continue to run your offense.
Brady going to sling this out wide.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Brady finding Godwin there for a bucket.
He know I was just talking.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
Yo.
And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk
I
about
asked
how
him,
great
hold on,
it is
chill,
because
chill.
it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there.
Yeah, I had to turn this shit up.
That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now
Who
on
playing?
third down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he won't be
Oh, yeah, I'm
close
gonna watch
to a
that shit.
first down as he runs into a wall right around the
we
line
going
of
for it?
scrimmage.
Yeah.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down.
That was a lot of
His
ass.
compatriots
A lot of
were
ass
able to
whooping
grab him
going on.
at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Underneath, he's got Brait, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a game.
It would have been the same, though.
What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he gets it down.
I don't think he would have made a
just
difference.
shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a
I
second
don't even
and
smoke.
one.
Niggas, that's funny. That's not the first time you said that, though, huh?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Room here to run.
40 yards rushing for him now.
Hey,
just
Truth.
6 carries to this point.
I swear to God, I forgot all about that
They
nigga,
want to see
dog.
more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a
Damn.
ball game.
And that means
I forgot I
everyone's
had him.
invested because you
Sure.
know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do
that
too.
means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Now I gotta make Shaq, man. Don't be scared of him. He gonna come out there
Hand
for you.
off, running left is Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 40-yard loss.
Yep.
Really sets him back now for
He
second
gonna be
down.
7'3",
Interesting and
9-foot
intriguing decision
wingspan.
defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out.
All I need is a 75-3 ball.
But I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes
he ain't
for
gonna be-
first down.
he ain't gonna be
Now
fast.
A timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first
That's
down.
why I got the nigga I got now for niggas like that.
Facing zone coverage.
Take him
If he
off the
has
bounce.
Just a little bit of time to survey the scene. That's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Giannis can't fuck with
maybe
Bron,
they
man.
want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Yeah, when that nigga turned 35.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
He's about to fall asleep.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The chat done calmed down too much. We knew we about to go to sleep. That nigga Perk said 30 minutes. That
Ready
nigga
to get their drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly.
Oh, I should have picked that shit up. I just wild out.
Right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
How the fuck is that not a
make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the
Booty ain't a nigga in this league I can't beat.
A lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Just be on bullshit a lot.
Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
Picked him.
That will be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Kai said, do you want some edibles?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a
How much edibles is, right?
They may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious
15.
moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signal
Yeah.
for, and they'll
It's
get
the same one, right?
to go before halftime.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I don't be fucking with them shits. My girl be eating them shits.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception.
Y'all go get in the theater, man.
You do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better
I'm
to hand it off
gonna
a few
have
times,
to.
hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in
Get the ball.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let them sticks breathe. You hooping in the morning, Rex?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm in there. Niggas talking greasy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
I ain't gonna lie, True. Let me toting that bitch right
But I
now.
keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to swing this one.
Oh,
out to
no.
his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Brady now to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does. And the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his right. And I think the ball's out, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
Because that shit was getting so ugly.
The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Lenny.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. They'll try and run forward with Fournette.
Lenny. Oh, that's 6.
That time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And
Lenny.
in the end zone, touchdown Buccaneers.
Lenny toting the pill right now.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening
I should have been
kickoff
feeding
of the
you
third
all
quarter
year,
drive
man.
right down the field to extend their lead.
We build a momentum for next year.
Suck up for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Who else he got to play, Tease? They only lost like 3 games. So I'm going to kill this nigga. Oh, this nigga Darden is a bitch.
At the 1-yard
How soft he hit
line.
that
Mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game.
Nigga better not tell me he can't press the buttons. He ain't starting over.
That's not what they got done. They got a setback and they have a long field to cover.
This shit over.
They're
You
gonna try
might
to
take
put
his
points
L.
on the board.
Alright, he good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
I thought he only lost like 3 games, though.
Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From his own end zone now,
They'll fuck around and beat that next game, though.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
Damn, he got 6. I
and be
shouldn't have
able to
fucking
make some of these
gave
plays that they have not been doing so
LD
far.
ass that free win.
3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. And this
I lost a lot of games I wasn't supposed to lose.
The contact well timed there, and now
bullshit.
4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Yeah, 6 if you would. How many losses you got, Booty? What time they play?
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Okay.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
About time that nigga Aaron Judge hit that one.
Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
No doubt.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything.
That shit don't happen to me
going in the
often,
pass
though.
game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing,
Better hope Perp's still around. If Perp ain't around, y'all niggas really in trouble.
Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows enough for them to
The
have
rest
some
of y'all
success.
ain't big enough.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Play action.
Nigga, I'm not posting
now it's
you up.
Murray.
I ain't got no big man, nigga.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running.
Ain't nobody got no big man.
First down.
That's not a problem.
Here on a Sunday night, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Drops this off with Nwangu. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I thought you caught
They
that.
cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Crazy.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, Brady.
Go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Slide. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here.
Oh.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Fournette, a 1st down carry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw here. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Brady going to throw.
Wow.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And some room to roam now. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up with the...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still try him big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will cut this thing down to 25. So it will be a miracle comeback from here. Let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the 2nd half to pull away and get the victory.